Donald Kagan, a renowned professor of classics and history at Yale University, had already produced several scholarly works on Thucydides' history of the Peloponnesian War before publishing his book aptly titled The Peloponnesian War. However, in this particular work, Kagan takes a different approach. Drawing from his extensive research, he tackles the challenge of presenting a well-studied scholarly topic in a manner that is accessible to a wider audience. To achieve this goal, Kagan structures the text with concise and digestible chapters, seamlessly integrating maps within the narrative. His intention is to create a readable and comprehensive account that appeals to general readers. The Peloponnesian War, a conflict spanning 27 years from 431 BC, marked a symbolic end to the golden age of peace and cultural advancement in the Hellenic period, which had thrived from the establishment of democracy in Athens in 507 BC until the death of Alexander the Great in 323 BC. The war primarily involved the Greek city-states of Athens and Sparta, with Athens possessing formidable naval power and Sparta commanding a dominant army under an authoritarian regime. The modern significance of the Peloponnesian War lies in its early examples of disparate political entities attempting to coexist, only to encounter power imbalances that inevitably led to conflict, mistrust, and the urge to rally allies for impending battles. Kagan delves into various aspects of the war, providing insights not only into its military dynamics but also its political and economic implications. It is worth noting that any examination of the Peloponnesian War stems from Thucydides' historical account, which presents the inherent challenge of evaluating the accuracy of translated texts from the original Greek language. Overall, Donald Kagan's The Peloponnesian War offers a comprehensive and accessible exploration of this pivotal historical event, shedding light on its multifaceted nature and enduring relevance. Regarded as one of the foremost authorities on Thucydides, Donald Kagan's perspective aligns with Thucydides' assertion that war, rather than peace, is inherent to human nature. This viewpoint serves as a foundation for Kagan's interpretation of ancient Greece and his analysis of Thucydides' work. Kagan concurs that the main catalyst for the Peloponnesian War was the Spartan fear of Athens' expanding power. While Thucydides is a crucial historian of that era, Kagan does not hesitate to challenge some of his conclusions. For instance, Kagan disputes Thucydides' interpretation of the Athenian attack on Sicily in 415 BC as an ambitious quest for total dominance. Instead, Kagan argues that the scale of the dispatched armada suggests a more limited objective. The causes of the Peloponnesian War have deep roots, originating from the Athenian-Spartan conflict that followed their joint victory over the Persians in the 5th century BC. After a period of unrest, a proposed 30-year truce was established, bringing a temporary era of peace. However, the truce was shattered when a clash between democrats and oligarchs in the city of Epidamnus ignited the Peloponnesian War. In his comprehensive journey through war and peace, Kagan presents his topic in approximately 500 concise pages. He navigates through the chronology of the war, covering years of diplomatic attempts to avoid conflict and the ever-shifting alliances of Athens and Sparta, whose numerous allies often switched sides based on their own self-interests. The book's 37 chapters explore various aspects, beginning with subtopics such as Sparta and its alliance, Athens and its empire, and threats to peace. The narrative progresses through significant events, including Sparta's decision to wage war, attacks on Pericles, the Spartans' northwest campaign, and culminates in the aftermath of decisive battles and the fate of Athens. Donald Kagan's approach offers a thorough examination of the Peloponnesian War, providing readers with a comprehensive understanding of the complex dynamics at play during this pivotal period in ancient Greek history. Kagan's narrative in the Peloponnesian War strikes a delicate balance between historical accounts, political analysis, and biographical sketches, ultimately weaving together a profound theme that resonates throughout the war. One significant aspect highlighted by Kagan is the aftermath of Sparta's victory, which led to a fleeting shift away from democracy in the Greek world. Aligning with Thucydides' perspective on war as a brutal instructor, Kagan remarks that during the conflict, the fragile veneer of civilization that enables humans to live decently and fulfill their potential was repeatedly shattered, plunging the combatants into depths of cruelty and savagery that exemplify the worst of human nature. The victor's stated goal of liberating the Greeks turned into a mockery, and the subsequent peace proved short-lived. Kagan concludes by emphasizing the Peloponnesian War as not only the greatest Greek conflict but also the most harrowing Greek tragedy. While Kagan draws heavily on Thucydides' work, as any historian covering this period must, his book is far from a mere reiteration of ancient texts. Kagan presents a history that stands on its own, distinct from his previous 4 scholarly works on the subject. He meticulously crafts an accessible manuscript, focusing particularly on the strategies employed by Athens and Sparta and the enduring ramifications that emerged from their choices. By doing so, Kagan's account of the Peloponnesian War shines as a unique contribution to the field of historical scholarship. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.